Hi everyone, this is Frank DeRose, bass instructor at the School of the Blues. I'd like to thank everyone for their input on my previous video, and that input inspired me to create a lesson series called the Blues You Can Use Lesson Series. And in this lesson series, some of the videos will be specifically for bass players because we're going to do some playing, some songs we're going to learn specifically, or some bass patterns we're going to learn. And other videos like today are going to be the non-playing side of learning about the blues. So it is appropriate for bass players, guitar players, harmonica players, any other instrument in a band that's going to play the blues, including the singer. Singers should know their song, the key. Is it a 12-bar blues? Does it have a quick change? Does it have a turnaround? In fact, that is the subject matter of today's video. We're going to cover 4 of the foundational 12-bar blues progressions. We're going to cover a quick change that has no turnaround. We're going to cover a 12-bar blues with no quick change and no turnaround. We're going to cover a 12-bar blues with a quick change and with a turnaround, and a 12-bar blues with no quick change and with a turnaround. Hopefully I got that right. I'll listen in the playback. It's important to be able to take these 4 fundamental 12-bar blues progressions and assign the words to these details that we need to know if we're going to play, especially at a blues jam. So if they call you up, hey, Joe, come on up, we're going to play a blues in G, and that's all they say, you can at least ask, is there a quick change and is there a turnaround? Getting an answer to these questions helps you to be successful in your attempt to play what they want. So let me get set up and we will go through the first example. All right, our first example is a song titled She Told Me, performed by Tip of the Top. This is a 12-bar blues with a quick change and no turnaround. So I have the chord chart here for you, and I'm going to start the song up on the iPod, and we're going to listen for that second measure. We're listening for the sound of that 4 chord. The rest of the structure is pretty typical 12-bar blues. We need to be listening in measures 11 and 12 for the sound of a turnaround. So here we go. Let me kick it off. I'm going to walk you through it, and we're going to listen for the quick change and no turnaround.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she told me to pack my bag.
There you have it. A quick change on that second measure, the 4 chord.
She told me to pack my bags and go.
This part is pretty standard 12-bar blues.
She said to take my stuff and don't come back no more. Well, she told me
No turnaround.
that I'm a lion.
There's the quick change again.
Yeah, she told me
So this song
that I'm a lion.
is very typical of a 12-bar blues with a quick change and no turnaround. So it's important that you go through your songs that you know, either your band song list or the songs that you know in your personal song list, and see how many fit this category. A quick change with no turnaround. So now I'm going to get set up for the next example. All right, our second example, You Only Go Around Once, performed by Castro. This is an example of a 12-bar blues with no quick change and no turnaround. No quick change means second measure. We're still on the one. We play 4 measures in a row of the 1 chord. And no turnaround. Like she told me, we're staying on the 1 chord. So let me kick it off here, and we'll hear an example of a 12-bar blues with no quick change and no turnaround. See, stayed on the 1. See, stays on the 1 down here.
In this life you've got choices to make.
No quick change.
Some will be
Still
right,
stayed on
some
the 1.
will be mistakes, but time will help to heal all the bruises and
So this is a great example, easy to hear version of a song that is a 12-bar blues with no quick change, stays on the 1 here, and no turnaround, stays on the 1 down here. So as with She Told Me, I want you to go through your song list, whether it's your band song list or your personal song list, and see how many songs you have that fit this 12-bar blues format. No quick change and no turnaround. Now let me get set up for the third example. All right, our third example, Honky Tonk, performed by Bill Doggett. It's an example of a 12-bar blues with a quick change and with a turnaround. So let me kick it off, and we'll follow along for a little while so we can hear that quick change and that turnaround. So here we go. Yeah, there's that quick change. Now the turnaround. There it is. And that quick change again. Let's listen down to the bottom one more time here. Hear that turnaround. Yeah. There we have it. An example of a 12-bar blues with a quick change and with a turnaround. So check your song lists. See if you have a song that has a quick change and a turnaround. Now, I'll get set up for the fourth and final song. Now for our fourth and final example, a song called Blues Before Sunrise. This is a Eric Clapton version of this blues classic. This is a 12-bar blues with no quick change and with a very classic blues turnaround. So let me kick it off here. We're going to hear the slide guitar fill up these first 4 measures. It serves as an introduction, but let's not be fooled, because what happens with that slide guitar is the same thing that happens when Eric starts singing. It is a 12-bar blues with no quick change and with a turnaround. So let me kick it off. Let's rock out a little while with Eric Clapton doing Blues Before Sunrise. So here we go. See, no quick change. classic blues turnaround. Okay. No quick change up here. Here comes that great classic turnaround. Oh, yeah. I love that song. I love the way they do it. So loose and rocking. But a 12-bar blues with no quick change and with a classic turnaround. So there you have it, our fourth and final example. Blues before sunrise, no quick change with a turnaround. So I'll be back in a moment with some final thoughts. That brings us to the end of the first installment of the Blues You Can Use lesson series. Today, we learned the 4 must-know 12-bar blues progressions. A 12-bar blues with a quick change and no turnaround. A 12-bar blues with no quick change and no turnaround. A 12-bar blues with a quick change and with a turnaround. And a 12-bar blues, no quick change and with a turnaround. These are must-know blues progressions. In a link below, you'll be able to find a PDF that has the chord charts and this bullet point list for you to use in the future. I'll also have my email at the end of this video, and I welcome your input. Ask me any questions about the artists, how you can buy their material. Please support these artists. Purchase these downloads so you can practice these songs. If you can't find their download, let me know, and I will gladly help you find a download or a way to purchase their CD to support these artists. I'll also have my link to my PayPal account, and I welcome any contribution. No contribution is too small. So until I see you again in installment number 2 of the Blues You Can Use lesson series, I'll be signing off. Bye for now.